Have you ever heard of a Korean Disney princess? Well, Disney does not have a Korean princess yet, but Julia Ryu created one herself.
Going viral on TikTok for writing her own Disney-style musical inspired by a Korean folktale.
Dressed in hanbok, the Korean traditional clothes, and in the form of an animated character, Julia quickly went viral. Striving for diversity, Julia wrote and composed a musical inspired by Disney, starring a Korean princess called Shimcheong, a folktale. Dive, a 41-second video, gained attention on TikTok, reaching more than 250,000 likes and sparking interest from not only producers but also major news agencies in the US.
All that's left is the dive. Don't forget to close your eyes and hold your breath. Ready, set.
I started writing my adaptation of Shimcheong about 2 years ago. It was actually a project for my senior thesis. That was my first video that I'd ever posted on TikTok, so I didn't really know what to expect. I posted the video on a Friday evening. By Saturday morning, didn't really gain any traction, but by Saturday evening, I had 10,000 followers, and then suddenly the views were doubling, and all my friends started texting me like, I'm seeing your video, it's popping up on my For You page, and I was getting emails, people were finding my website and following me on Instagram, so it all really just happened in the span of a day, and it was really unexpected and kind of crazy.
Julia's musical is based on a fairy tale called The Blind Man's Daughter, or Shimcheong in Korean. It tells the story of a girl named Shimcheong who was raised alone by her blind father. Shimcheong throws herself into the sea as a sacrifice so that her father can regain his sight. The tale of Shimcheong is one of Korea's famous folk tales that tells the story of a daughter's love and sacrifice for her blind father.
One of my goals is to tell stories about active young female protagonists, and so that story in particular stood out to me as something that I felt like I could really adapt and to make into a story of my own. I think the aspect of wanting to return home just really resonated with me. As a character, Shimcheong, her whole journey is about wanting to return home and reunite with her family, and just where I was in my life at the time when I started writing the show and still where I am right now, that was something that really, really spoke to me. My absolute love growing up was Disney and Broadway, and so to be able to bring my perspective and unite that with a Disney-type narrative was something that was really exciting to me. And foremost, my hope is to bring joy, I think, and to spread uplifting stories. That's one of my main missions as a creator, not only just as a composer lyricist, also as a playwright. But beyond that, I also think that for me, representation is just so important. Back when I was growing up, especially in Missouri, I really never saw anybody who looked like me on screen or on stage. And all of that is really changing right now. And so my hope is to help contribute to that. I have a lot to learn, and I have a lot more to develop in terms of as a songwriter and as a storyteller. Just to keep continuing along that journey definitely is part of the plan as well.